in this video, I am going to do a how to deal with Asana's email notifications. Now, you have the option to take away the email notifications, but say you don't want to do that. Say you want the notifications, but you don't want just a million notifications on every little thing coming to your inbox. And basically, because of what will happen is you're going to ignore them all and not even pay attention to them, which doesn't help you. Because if you're ignoring something, it's not actually making things more convenient or more easier for you, which is the point of having Asana. So instead of going crazy, because as you can see, I have quite a lot of emails, so it's pretty easy to go crazy, no matter how organized you try to be. I decided to create a label. If you have Gmail, you can do this, actually. Little catch there. So I decided to create a label over on the side here, and I named it Asana. So this is my Asana label. And what's special about this label is I also put two slash bars, angular slash bars over before I typed in Asana, and that automatically puts it up to the top here. Adding different categories will put it on top before any alphabetical other label that you haven't had. And the slash things seem to be the very top. I also have used a few other things too, including numbers. So Asana, that's number 1. So right now I have 3 things in that label. I have 3 emails, and a couple of those emails have multiple chains. So if we look at one of them, here's this email. A lot went on. It's telling me that this was assigned to me, and then this is the task, and then this is talking about different things within that task that I've gotten notifications for. So as soon as I get to my inbox, basically what I do is I go over to the Asana. I can kind of see, usually I can tell it, it's not always easy to notice, but usually it's in bold so you can see that you have a new one. But either way, I like to go over there and make sure that I've checked them all out. And then as soon as I've read it, I go and delete it. And then I go over here, I read it, and then I delete it. Here's another one, third one. I'm basically just being updated on the task, but there's no action I need to take at this moment. So again, I delete it. If there was an action on there that I felt necessary to do right away, this is the time where I go back to Asana, or I bring Asana up, go over to the activity area, and I would find it over here and complete the action I need to complete. Or if it wasn't there and it was someplace else within Asana, I would go there and add the task, add a comment, whatever I needed to do. Now to create the label, you just go to labels, you go to your little gear section where it says settings, then you go to settings after a while. So what you're going to want to do is you can create a label the traditional long way, I guess you could say, by clicking on labels here and then going to create new label. But then you'd also have to, and you can see Asana right here, but then you'd also have to automatically next do a filter as well. So another way to do it is if you had an email from Asana, which I don't currently have one, but let's say this is an email from Asana, but it's not. But let's say it was. You would go up here to more, and then right down at the bottom here's filter messages like these. You click on that. So then it would automatically pick out every single email that's being sent from this address. You would then do create a filter from the search. You do skip the inbox so you don't drive yourself literally insane. Apply label, choose label, new label. And then that's where you could create the Asana label. In my case, I already have the label and I don't need to go through this process, but as an example. And then you'd also click on also apply filter to matching conversations. So that way it automatically applies it to every single email that has this address up here that already exists in your Gmail. And then you can click on create filter. I'm not going to do that because this is not an Asana email. But then once you do that, if you happen to get any other Asana emails that for some bizarre reason have a different email address, you could go over to the gear settings, click on settings. You could go to filters, and then it should be your last filter. In my case, I have 5 million filters, so it's not. But where is my Asana filter? That is a good question. So I have it in here someplace. I'd have to dig it out of the giant mess of filters. But you would click on the filter, you type in or, and then you could just copy and paste or type in the other email address that you wanted to add to the filter, and then hit continue, and then also the same steps as the previous ones. So that is basically how you get your Asana emails to disappear and look like this every single day. Because what you should be doing, if you're not already, is you should be going to your label every morning or every other morning, if that still works for you, checking to see if something's there, deleting them, going through them, going to your tasks in Asana, and automatically doing an action on whatever notification you got something for, whether it's adding a later due date, whether it's adding a comment, whether it's marking it complete, whatever it is. So that's basically how to solve your Asana email problems if you have them. Okay, guys, don't forget to thumbs up, and any questions or comments, add them in the comment section. Thanks.